Hello and welcome to another YouTube video. This is going to be based on a vintagey Alice in Wonderland theme. These are mini or micro mini junk journals that I've created. They're using a digital kit from someone on Etsy. I've forgotten the name now. I think it was Digital Refugium. I'll double check that and pop that down in the description below anyway. But it was really nice soft colours, and so I thought it'd be perfect because what I'd done with these journals, I'd made the journals first and then I saw the paper line and I thought they'll work really well. I have shrunk it down, but the actual journal is supposed to print as a small journal. It's not a standard size journal anyway. It comes with lots of ephemera and everything as well. So here's the two journals that I'd been making when I came across the kit. As you can see, compared to my hand, it's a cute little journal, almost like pocket diaries, so it'd fit into your purse nicely or make a great stocking filler or little party favours for someone special. So a bit of a mixed media cover going on there. Same papers used in both journals, but maybe slightly different order, and the main and only difference I think that was worth noting is these charms here. This one's got an Alice charm there, and this one's got white rabbit. I've got a couple more of these charms that I want to make keychains out of or use them the other Alice journal that I've been collecting items for. So these images are from Tsunami Rose on some book paper, and that's on some cheesecloth. It's got some brown lace coming down the sides here, and then there's some cream lace that I inked up. I've used brown threads for the signatures to sew them in. This brown crochet thread. It's got an eyelet there to which the charms are attached. And that's the back. And I've used distress ink on them as well. Eyelet closures with green organza lace. So I'll quickly go through this one. Nice and chunky, 4 signatures. It comes with 4 paper clips as well, 2 in green and 2 in silver, which I've not altered, so I've left that choice up to a recipient. The signature threads on the ends I've finished off with little beads. So that, I'll have to hold the book up a bit because I just can't get it to focus when it's on the desk. That's the vintage image. So what happens with that is I've got it so it flips open. So you've got some journaling spots there and maybe a space to write a little message if you're gifting this. Or maybe a favourite quote if it's for yourself. That's from some scrapbook paper that I had. I picked that up from our local craft store. That's part of the ephemera from the kit. And then what I've done is I've left it as a pocket. The frame you can use, you can add a picture into there as well. Sorry, I'm just trying to get it to focus, but I'm not having a lot of luck right now. It's kind of green to turquoise, well, not turquoise, more of a greeny teal hues to it as well. So these are the vintagey style tags that come with it. I've just printed them on normal copier paper, and then I've inked the backs and edges. But you could print them out on card too. I didn't want them getting too bulky that the journal wouldn't close, so that's some of the same scrapbook paper that these frames came with. That just tucks into there. The reason I stuck that onto the frame was I was just thinking of Alice and how she looks through the keyhole into the garden when she's fallen through the hole. So because I'd already made the journal, I've just I've inked the pages up a bit and stuck them in. So I've mixed and matched them around as well. They're not in the order that how you usually get two pages together. It's not in that order, but I like how it's turned out. These are some lovely prints. You've got a bit of a harlequin there, and then you've got some polka dots there with that print there, kind of like the doilies that I do. I have rounded the edges on these pages inside. It's a bit lower down because I ended up adding that part way through, but I think it protects the page edges as well, so I don't mind it. And if you end up adding some fibres or anything to the tops of the paper clips, they'll stay within the book as well, so it won't catch onto anything. Some more of the polka dot, and this was an ephemera piece which I fussy cut as well. That's on an envelope page, and then I created a file folder to insert into there, and that paper comes from the kit as well, and that comes from the kit as well, and it says "Take Me," so you can journal inside there on the back of that. I like the teapot, Mad Hatter's Tea Party. That's part of the scrapbook papers that I used from my stash. That's the image from the kit. So that's Alice there. Some scrapbook paper. Looks a bit like ledger paper. The papers are all tea stained and baked in the oven, and then I've inked the edges with the vintage photo Tim Holtz distress inks. That border comes with the kit as well, and it says, "Who in the world am I? Ah, that is a great puzzle." So I cut them up and used them on the edges of some of the pages. That's some more of the scrapbook paper. Some of the papers from the kit. That's a doily that I just inked up. That's just some brown packing paper that I used as a Rita Donnelly tuck spot. So you can get a bit of journaling done in there. Then I stuck that "Drink Me." That tag is part of the kit, and then I've just put an eyelet and some green crochet thread onto that. This is the centre of the first signature, and there's the little beads on the brown thread. The pockets come with the kit, as do these tags. That says "Drink Me." The other side of the doily, that's the kit paper, scrapbook paper. Lots of space to journal. It's a bit hard to believe considering the size, but I like the clock there. And then you've got faint pocket watches as well. I don't know how well the camera's picking that up, but that's some scrapbook paper on the envelope page. That's some of the paper from the kit, and that's a label from the kit as well. That's from the kit. So you get a lot in the kit as well. It's from the kit. And that's from the kit. That's the scrapbook papers. I can't remember if they're all from the same collection, the scrapbook papers, or if there's a few different ones. That's from the digital kit. That too. The cat there, and then you can see the faint quote as well. "Oh, you can't help that," said the cat. "We're all mad here." I really like the Alice theme. I've been collecting pieces to create a larger journal with for quite a while now, so you should be seeing something probably in the new year sometime. That's the kit papers. That comes from the ephemera from the kit as well, which I just fussy got. And I stuck that on the envelope, so you've got some space to journal on as well. That's from the kit. And that. Now, some of these, what I've been using on these file folders, which I've created while using the envelope punch board, they were actually meant to be this covering for the spine. But because I'd already created this journal cover anyway, so I didn't need it, which is why I've used it there. This is the scrapbook paper. This is the kit paper. That's scrapbook paper. It's another one of the borders with the cat. Scrapbook paper. Papers from the kit. Another tag. Journaling space behind. Eat me. Tag there. In the pocket. This paper's got some keys on. Scrapbook paper, that's some ephemera pieces from the kit. Scrapbook paper, I was tempted to add a little crown on the top. I could just imagine that being the queen. That's the kit paper. It says, "She tried the little golden key in the lock." That's scrapbook paper. I just took a label only on that file folder there. It's an ephemera piece from the kit. That's a page from the kit. These are scrapbook papers. The scrapbook papers are the same in both journals. They've even been placed in the same way as well in the signatures. That's the kit paper. Kit paper, ephemera from the kit. That's from the kit as well. I enjoy making these little file folders on the punch board. The punch board's been a big help with that. That's scrapbook paper. Scrapbook paper, ephemera piece from the kit. Mad Hatter's hat. That's from the kit. That's from scrapbook papers. This is from the kit as well. was trying to read what it says around the tablet, and it says, and to her great delight it filled. She tried, I think it says the lock, but I'm not sure. It's kind of faded off at the end. That's a little doily tuck spot. And it's not a tuck spot, but you could create it into a tuck spot if you glued it down. That's a tag there, and it says take me. So you've got all these like browns and greens and pink, peach shades. So it says drink me, and it's got Alice on the pocket there. That's from the kit. Scrapbook paper, kit paper, scrapbook paper. That's from the kit. That's from the kit as well, and it says she tried the little golden key. Sorry about that. That comes in 2 sizes. I've used one there on the cover, and I've forgot to mention I glossy accented those. That's part of the kit. That's the part of the kit. That and that, and then that's just a paper flower and a button I added on. That's part of the kit as well, and then there's this little envelope. I accidentally cut off the flaps which created part of the envelope on this one, but the other one is still intact, so that's an actual envelope. And then that's the little journal card insert that goes into it. Not sure how well you can see the images there, but I created a bit of a folder with a flap because I accidentally cut it off. The lines were very thin on the print for where the flaps go, and I accidentally cut it off. I think I was multitasking at the time as well. That's from the kit. That's from the kit as well. And then I really like that. I'm late, and it's rabbit. Scrapbook paper, kit paper, scrapbook paper again. Some clock borders. So as you can see, you get a lot in this kit to come up with this journal. You don't really need the scrapbook papers. There's a tag there, another tuck spot there, and another tag there. Cake saying eaten. Very tempting. That's another of the kit papers. Scrapbook paper, kit, scrapbook paper, kit again, scrapbook paper. That's from the kit. Got 2 of these. I think they're slightly different tones as well in the printing. And get a scalloped edged border as well. And then that's the paper from the kit, and another keyhole. It says drink me, and I turned one of the spine things into a pocket, and I did that filigree style scroll. And there was this as well. I thought maybe I'd sign it in there or leave it for the recipient to write something in. So that's that one. And the second one's pretty much the same, so I'll just do a quicker flip through. I won't be telling you what's kit and what's scrapbook paper because I've already explained it, but there you go. This one's frame's just slightly different. And as I said, the order of the papers, because I've cut them up, they might be a bit different in this one. But I have used the same kit for both. I did the lock on again on that one. So let me see how quickly I can get through this one. I won't bother pulling out all the files out because they're the same as the other ones. This kit, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, but I've just got quite a few projects going on, so along with everything else, so I've just not managed to finish this off. The journal was actually something I'd made, I think it was maybe towards the start of the year, or during summer sometime. I can't remember now. But there was a batch of these that I'd created, but just didn't know how to finish it off. I didn't want to leave it as a blank one. This is what I was on about the flaps. I accidentally cut the flaps off the other one. I'm going to glue these down. I've just not had a chance yet. You can glue it together and have it as a journal card like that. Or you can leave it as it is and have a bit of extra journaling spot in there. And these have got some lovely images as well. This is Alice Smale. Kind of cute. And then you have the clock there. I've got signatures in this one as well. So this drink me. That one says drink me too. So those kits, like I said, these will be going in my Etsy store. Hope you enjoyed watching them. And I'm going to be creating the standard size one as well. Well, it's not standard size, as I explained before, it was a mini journal, so I will be but it'll be larger than these, so I've got that all cut up and set aside, but I've got a few other projects that I want to finish and share with you before I start doing that, so it'll be coming soon enough. But hope you like these, and if you want to purchase them, they'll be in my Etsy store, like I said before, hopefully with some better pictures as well. I'm filming at night again, so sorry about that. Thank you for your time, and please like and subscribe to keep up to date with whatever projects I'm working on. And happy holidays to you as well, just in case I don't get a chance to make another video before then. stay safe and enjoy yourselves. Bye.